bandhana mrityurmukshiyamamritato.
Namaste. Paramahansa Yogananda's most advanced disciple once said that the whole of the spiritual path can be summed up in one word: receptivity. That it's not about becoming something else, it's becoming awake, receiving what we already are. And that takes more than just into openness to it. It takes high energy. Of course, we need to be magnetic to it. It takes focus. It takes sensitivity to its reality. And it takes longing for it, yearning for it. And that's what we're going to practice in this class now. As we go through the various techniques, especially when we focus on the asanas with their affirmations, don't just kind of mechanically go through the affirmations, but as you are practicing the affirmation, practicing the asana, you're going to feel that sensitive yearning inside of yourself to awaken more of that quality. You don't have to draw it in from outside of yourself. It's already within you. But that sensitive yearning and combined with high energy will draw it into the forefront. So let's come down to a sitting position. Avital will assist with this class. And let's begin with a very calming meditation pranayama technique. It's a pranayama, but it feels like a meditation because it takes you into a very, very calm state of heart and mind, but especially focus on heart today because this is where the feeling nature is. This is where sensitivity and yearning reside. So every breath comes in through the left nostril, every breath goes out through the right nostril with the other nostril held closed, and then we hold both closed in between. So let's close the eyes and close off the right nostril. Lift your gaze to the point between the eyebrows. Inhale through the left to a count of 6. And close both nostrils. 6. Open right, exhale. 6. Close right, inhale left. And hold. Exhale right. Close right, inhale left, 8 this time. Hold 8. Exhale 8. Continue in this way, equal count for all 3 phases of the breath, and go as long with each phase as you can, but keep them equal. So maybe you can go to 10, maybe 12, maybe even more. And just focus on the calming effect on your entire being, soothing. When the heart is agitated, it's very difficult to have the level of sensitivity that we need to truly be receptive to our higher self. Just let the breath flow easily. It's not going to make you sleepy, it just makes you very sensitive, very calm, very aware. And after your next exhalation through the right nostril, when you finish it, just let the right hand come down to the lap. Keep your eyes closed and let the breath flow easily through you. It's feel that you've taken already a significant stride forward to greater sensitivity, greater yearning for the realization of what you already are deep inside. All right, let's open the eyes once again. Let's begin to warm up the body with a simple side-to-side stretching movement. Bring the left hand by the left hip on the floor. Will be your mirror images here as usual. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. Exhale, over to the side. And inhale to upright. Exhale, right hand to right hip. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, over. Inhale, up. Exhale, side. Back first side once again. Just flowing with the breath. Opening up the sides of the torso as well as giving the shoulder a bit of an opening. One more time to each side. Inhale up, exhale over. Inhale up, exhale by the hip. And let's relax down. Now let's come up onto the knees. Do a little lunging warm-up here. Step the left foot forward and exhale into a lunging position, and then inhale back to straight leg, and exhale into the lunge. Inhale back to upright. One last time. Hold this time in the lunging position, knee over ankle. And you can either have hands to floor or hands on the left knee. Just let the pelvis descend, the hips open up. And then let's inhale, straightening left leg, toes off the floor, hand just below the hip joint. Exhale, straight spine forward, stretching through the back of the left leg. You can practice sensitivity on your body. Just listen to where in your body the stretch is happening. Try to relax there. And let's bend the knee, inhaling, coming back to upright, stepping left knee back to join the right. Let's do the other side. Again, lunge down and come back up. And down again. And inhale up. Third time, let's stay down. And let the hips release, especially the front of the left hip. If you like, you can press into the right knee a bit to open up the front of the left hip and then even the belly a little bit. And then let's inhale up, straightening the leg, coming forward to stretch the back of the right leg now with the spine straight. And just sensitively feel where's the stretch in the back of the leg, and see if you can relax there. Don't force your way through it. And let's inhale and come back to upright, and let's step up to a standing position. And let's open up the spine a bit now with cat-cow stretching. Come over, palms on the thighs. And as you inhale, lift the tailbone and arch through the spine into a backward bend. As you exhale, drop the tailbone and round back behind, bringing chin to chest. Inhale, opening forward. Exhaling, rounding backward. Just keep the breath flowing, whatever pace is comfortable for you. Just bringing flexibility, openness into the spine. And one more time, exhaling. And then inhale back to upright position. Let's come into Tadasana, ready for our asana practice now. Just close the eyes and again, remember what we're after in this practice session. We're trying to cultivate that sensitive yearning to awaken to your own underlying reality. So let's begin our asana practice with Asana. What to focus on in this asana? That desire for freedom. We all have tasted freedom at one time or another, in some way or another. Let's try to just feel that yearning in your heart very strongly for the freedom like a bird on the air. Let's shift the weight to the left leg and inhaling, bring the arms up, overhead. As you exhale, right leg comes back behind. Arms either come forward or out to the sides. Avital's coming forward. I'll go to the sides. Keep the breath flowing. Just feel your whole body spreading open in freedom. Bringing that quality more and more to the forefront of your awareness. As you silently affirm, I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. And let's inhale back to upright. Exhale, arms down to your sides once again. And close the eyes and just ponder for a moment. What is that inner freedom? Freedom from having to have things your way. Tremendous freedom in that. Just try to feel that. What's that like to be open to whatever life brings you? You're so joyful, so serene. Let's do the other side. Shift the weight to the right leg. And inhaling, arms up overhead. Stretching tall, exhaling, left leg comes back. Torso comes forward. Breath flows smoothly. Just enjoy that sense of freedom like a bird in the air. Silently affirming, I sail serenely through skies of inner freedom. One more breath. And let's inhale to upright. Exhale. Relax arms down. Soften shoulders. Close the eyes. Just go inside. Lift the gaze. Taste that freedom. Getting a little bit of it makes you want more. That's what this practice is all about. Not just asana practice, all techniques of yoga. About freedom. All right, let's do Trikonasana, triangle pose. A little different quality for this asana, the quality of joy. As you do Trikonasana, try and taste that palpable sense of joy inside and just yearn for even more. Arms out to the sides. Let's inhale, reach to the left, long reach, exhaling. Left arm down, right arm comes up. You can turn your gaze toward the right arm and past if you like. And feel cosmic joy pouring into your body through the upraised right arm. Receive it in the heart. And with the heart's yearning, magnetically draw in even more of it. Silently affirming, energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. And let's bend the left knee, inhaling, reach up. Open toes forward, exhaling, relaxing arms down, close the eyes, and just feel your consciousness bathed in that joy. Ananda used to emphasize you can demand as your own divine birthright the qualities of God, the qualities of superconsciousness. It is who you are. Let's do the other side. Right leg turns out, left leg rotating in. Let's inhale, stretch right, long spine, keep the length. So exhale, right arm down, left arm up. And gazing straight ahead or turn your gaze up past the upraised arm. with your heart's yearning and receptivity, your openness, combined with powerful yearning, silently affirm, energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. And let's bend the right knee, inhaling, reaching up and open. Exhaling, relaxing arms down. Let's step the feet back to Tadasana. Again, close the eyes and just drink deep. Drink with the heart. Draw it in. Energy and joy. Let's do now Parshvatanasana, side stretching pose. Before we go into this asana, just bring your left foot forward, right leg back, and let's just pause for a moment to kind of ponder. This is a pose of offering. Just think, how can we bring this into the theme of this class? Just that desire to be able to fearlessly offer yourself into the flow of grace. No hesitation. It's a pretty good one. Let's bring the arms behind, palms together, fingers facing up the spine or in front. If that doesn't work for you, let's inhale. Exhale out over left leg. Long, long, long spine. Just stay in this straight spine position for a breath or two here. And with the next exhalation, let the upper body release down. Keep the breath flowing. Keep that offering yourself into life, holding nothing back. Actively offering yourself, not just passively letting go. Silently affirm, I offer myself fully into the flow of grace. And let's bend the left knee, inhaling, coming up, release the arms, step forward and stretch up. Exhaling, relaxing arms down. So close the eyes and savor that feeling of being able to offer yourself completely to Spirit, completely to your highest aspirations. No protection, not holding back. Just give it your all. Let's do the other side. Step the left foot back. Again, arms behind or in front as you prefer. Let's inhale. Exhale out over right leg. Long spine. Let's feel the crown of the head reaching away from the tailbone. Tailbone reaching away from the crown. Next exhalation, relax fully into Parshvatanasana. Keep the breath easily moving through you and let the downward position of the spine just encourage you, give you the space to offer yourself into life, into God's arms. Silently affirm, I offer myself fully into the flow of grace. And let's bend the right knee, inhaling, coming up, release the arms, stepping forward, reaching up. Exhaling, relaxing arms down. And close the eyes, lift the gaze. And feel the lightness of your body just going into that flow, that divine flow, taking you home. Let's come down onto the knees now for Ustrasana, Camel Pose. If you know the full asana, follow along with Avitala. She brings her hands back to the heels. If you prefer not to do that, just bring the hands to the back or in the pelvis, as I'll do. In either case, inhale, lift the heart up and over and behind, not sagging, just arching strongly over behind. Keep the pelvis tucked. The heart lifting. Feel like that heart is just rising like a flower to the sun. As you silently affirm with calm faith, I open to thy light. With calm faith, I open to thy light. Two more breaths. See if you can open a little bit more. Just open to receive. And let's release the right hand. Inhale, sweep the right arm forward and up, pulling yourself upright. Exhaling, sitting back on the heels in firm pose, Vajrasana. Let the legs relax. Close the eyes and just enjoy that continued upward lifting, that yearning for the light. It's not outside you. It's within. But to realize that, to feel it. As Yogananda used to say, the yogi must learn to turn his conceptions into perceptions. Let's slide the buttocks off the heels to one side. Bring the feet out in front. Look for Badakanasana, bound angle pose. Bring the soles of the feet together. Sit on a cushion if you like, as I'm doing. You can have the hands around the ankles or around the insteps or around the toes as you're comfortable. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, coming forward, long straight spine. Try and drop the heels down toward the floor, the knees, excuse me. Next exhalation, relax fully. If you want to bring the hands out in front farther, please do. Just let the body soften down. Really opening through the fronts of the hips, thighs, insides. Let the breath continue to open you. To release any resistances to life, resistances to change. Silently affirm, secure in myself, I accept whatever is. Secure in myself, I accept whatever is. Let's walk the hands back in now, coming back to upright. Let's close the eyes and allow the release to continue in the lowest portion of the spine, rising energy in the spine, up toward the brain. Now let's come back into firm pose, into Vajrasana for hair pose, Sasamgasana. First, come down into child pose. Forehead to floor, hands back by your heels. And then grasp the heels with thumbs along the outer edge of the sole of the foot, fingers curling onto insteps. Bring the forehead toward the knees. On the inhalation, lift the hips up, stretching arms straight. Keep reaching forward with the spine, resisting that reach with the hands. Magnetizing the spine, but feel especially magnetizing the heart. Feel like this is all about controlling the heart's energies, which can scatter to countless desires, drawing them back. Silently affirm, I am master of my energy. I am master of myself. And let's release back to child pose now. Just let the legs relax for a moment here. Next inhalation, come back to upright into firm pose. We'll do Supta Vajrasana, supine firm pose. Bring the hands back onto the floor behind and slowly lower yourself back toward being on your elbows but keeping the knees together or thighs parallel. Knees on the floor. Don't let them rise off the floor. If you can come further onto the backs of the shoulders, go ahead and do that. If you can come all the way down, you can bring the arms up overhead along the floor, but keep the knees on the floor, thighs parallel. Just opening up through the fronts of the legs. Just feel yourself opening up to stillness, opening up to peace. Silently affirm energetic movement or unmoving peace. The choice is mine alone. The choice is mine. Energetic movement or unmoving peace. The choice is mine alone. The choice is mine. All right, let's roll to one side now and straighten out the legs and then come back onto the back side of the body. Let's pause here in Shavasana for a moment. And we're going to do Jatara Parivartanasana, supine twist. Avital will not mirror you this time. It's easier to follow for you if she doesn't. So bend the left knee, slide the foot in, shift your hips over to the left and bring the left foot to the top of the right thigh. Right hand to left knee, left arm straight out to the sides. Let's inhale. And rolling on the right side of the pelvis, exhale. Lower body to your right. Lift your head, turn your gaze out over the left shoulder, and then lower the head to the floor once again. The body is not active in this twist. The body is just receiving the twist. But let your heart be active. Let your heart be yearning for more and more of that flow of superconscious awareness to move through you. Silently affirm, I open to the flow of God's life within me. I open to the flow of God's life within me. Let's inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, roll back out, bring your head back to neutral, hips back to neutral. Slide your hips back into alignment. Stretch the left leg out, left arm down by your side. Just relax for a couple breaths between sides. Again, cultivate that heart's yearning. Turn that yearning into just an opening, expanding, a magnetic soul call. It's been too long wandering without that superconscious awareness. Let's do the other side. Bend the right knee, slide the foot in, slide your hips to the right, and the right foot onto the left thigh, and left hand under right knee. Right arm out to your side. Inhale. Exhale, rolling on left hip over to the side. Keeping right shoulder blade on the floor. You can turn your gaze over the right shoulder. Feel like you've opened up to increase that soul call. I open to the flow of God's life within me. Just demand that divine presence. Lovingly, but demand it. I open to the flow of God's life within me. And let's inhale, lengthen, exhale, roll back out of the asana. Shift your hips back to center, straighten out both legs. Just pause for a moment in Shavasana. Eyes closed, gaze to the point between the eyebrows. Keep that openness. Keep that receptivity. All right, now let's do inverted asana. Amitala will come up and do Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. If you know shoulder stand, do that along with me. If you do not know shoulder stand, don't make this your first time. Watch our online instructional video for the asana. For downward facing dog, hands below shoulders, knees below hips, or a little wider apart, and straight spine on the inhalation. Press back and up through the tailbone, opening up. For shoulder stand, shoulders on the blanket, head off. So lengthen the body toward the sky. Pressing the backs of the arms, shoulders into the floor. Back of the head opening up. Silently affirm, God's peace now floods my being. Feel the heart's yearning for that peace. Opening powerfully, God's peace now floods my being. Now let's gracefully release from the asanas. Downward facing dog to child pose. Shoulder stand to Shavasana. Just let the body relax for a moment. Now if you're doing shoulder stand, take away the blanket. If you're doing downward facing dog, come onto the back side of the body on the floor. For fish pose, Matsyasana. Hands beneath the buttocks, palms down, shoulders, elbows shoulder width apart. On the inhalation, press elbows and sit bones into the floor, rising through the upper body, actively lengthening through the legs. Lightest of weight in the back corner of the head as you rise. Feel the whole sensation of the asana is a rising. You're rising to receive. You're expanding to receive. That superconscious inspiration, superconscious wisdom, expanding in all directions. Silently affirm, my soul floats on waves of cosmic light. And release from the asana into Shavasana. Let the body soften on the floor. Close the eyes and lift the gaze to the point between the eyebrows. Feel like layers of opening happening in this complete relaxation, not just relaxation of body, but relaxation of mind, of emotions. Relaxing, open to receive. And with that openness, that soul call, come to me. Come to me, my Lord. Help me feel your presence. Nothing can relax me like that. Be with me. Now let's bring the knees up, wrap your arms around them, roll left and right a few times across the spine, and over to one side, and then let's come up into a comfortable sitting position. We'll finish with a little bit of guided meditation practice. Sitting upright with the spine tall. Eyes closed, gaze uplifted to the spiritual eye. And take a full inhalation and just lightly squeeze the entire body, just very lightly, so that when you exhale now, you can let it go away from your awareness. Do it again. Inhale, light squeeze. Exhale and relax. One more time. Let the shoulders soften, belly soften. Keep your gaze turned up toward the spiritual eye. Put your concentration in the heart, that center of longing, of sensitive awareness. The heart is the center of your feeling nature. This is how you're going to perceive God. Perceive your oneness with Spirit. It's with the heart, not with the brain, with the heart. And visualize the heart like a lotus, with all the many aspects of your feeling nature like individual petals of that lotus. Love is one aspect, kindness another, generosity, longing, compassion, aspiration, devotion. Feel all the petals of your feeling nature turned upward toward the sun of superconscious feeling, to receive the rays of superconscious light streaming from above, not outside you, from the higher octaves of your own being. Feel those petals reaching to receive the rays. Bathe the heart in the rays of superconsciousness, strengthening your feeling nature. Strengthening your ability to keep that feeling nature open, no matter the outward events in your life. To resolutely keep those petals open and reaching at the superconscious, the feeling of Spirit may recharge you, may vitalize you, until at last you realize that you are that superconscious light. You've always been that superconscious light. You cannot be anything else. Just rest in the fullness of superconscious feeling, superconscious bliss. prepare the mind to come back to an outward state of awareness. Keep your feeling nature very awake in the heart. As you're ready, slowly open the eyes once again. And as you go into your next activities of your day, keep your awareness in the heart. Keep the yearning alive in the heart and feed it with small acts of kindness and compassion, so that the superconscious light may touch not only you, but others around you. Joy to you.